everyone, welcome to Global Online Platform. Myself Rahul sir, your management educator. So in this session we are going to discuss the marketing management lecture number 5, which is the topic of today's discussion is promotion decisions. Okay, like product promotion is also an important topic from your exam point of view, and it's quite lengthier, so we have divided into two parts. Okay, so let's begin the session without wasting any time. Before starting, there is an important information for you that a very short time is remaining for your June 2023 exam, which starting from 13 June. So here this we have bought the revision crash course for June 2023. This course is very much helpful in boost up your preparation, and with this course you can get JRF in this period of 60 to 70 days which is remaining. So if you take this course, you will get complete video lectures, complete syllabus notes which are in downloadable PDF form. Then mock test will be provided. Mock test 2000 plus MCQ question bank will be provided. Then the service can be accessed on both the laptops and mobile phones. Okay, to join and the major advantage of this course is if you take the paper 2 course, you will get paper 1 free of cost with all the same facilities. So to join, download the Global Online app. The fees is 10,000, but after 60% discount it's only 4,000. Okay, so to join, in contact on the given number. So if you want to join directly, you have to download the Global Online app. After downloading it from Play Store, when you will log in, you will see this home interface. In the home interface, click on the store button. After clicking on the store button, it will show the heading Global Online. You can scroll and select this course UGC Net Management, or just type the UGC Net Management in the search box and get this course. Okay, after it you will be asked for the payment, and after paying you can access all the contents which is being provided here. Okay, so if you still find any difficulty, you can contact on the given number. Now let's start with the topic promotions decision. Okay, now let's try to understand what is promotion decision. Promotion basically is, it's not the promotion related in your HRM, related to HRM. It's the promotion related to marketing. First of all, this thing should be clear, because NTA is now very clever. It's connects and confuses. It connects with anything and confuses it. So this promotion is part of basically marketing. Okay, promotion, why promotion is done? Promotion is done basically for creating the awareness. Okay, for creating the awareness, for persuasion, for making the customer to buy the product, or to persuade them and to show how the company, the firm, particular firm is different from its competitor. For this purpose, promotion is done. Okay, promotion refers to the process of making the product or services known to the customer. When the product is finally launched at the commercialization stage, the customer is not aware about that. So for you, the company has to put a lots of efforts to make him aware about the product. Okay, its goal is to increase the brand awareness to build the customer loyalty. Promotion, if a very short promotion is done, the customer will prefer to buy the product of a particular brand only once. He will not be loyal to the brand. So to maintain the customer loyalty, he generate more sales, promotion is must. Okay, promotional decisions are the decisions to make about the promotional activities, which are the decisions which are related to promotion, the programs which are the activities which are involved in creation of awareness. So such type of decisions are called promotional decisions. Okay, promotional with the help of this promotional decision we can achieve our marketing goals. Now let's try to understand what is promotion mix. A promotion mix is a set of different marketing approaches that the marketers develop to optimize promotional efforts. Okay, not using a single tool of promotion. You can't just putting efforts and think that we will get the proper response. No, you can't get the response by using. You have to use an appropriate mix of different promotional activities. strategies, different marketing approaches. So this is called this is called promotion mix. Okay, promotional efforts and reach a broader audience. So by if the NTA asks in the exam in a statement wise question, using a promotion mix, only a narrow audience can be targeted, so this statement will be false. Okay, by using promotion mix and putting efforts, you can reach to broad audience. Okay, the marketer's task is to find the right promotion mix for a particular brand. The promotional mix will vary from different brands or different categories of product. Okay, some type of convenience product, as we seen, it requires heavy promotion, but specialty goods, if you use less promotion, the customer is behaviorally loyal, so he will buy only that product only. But in case of convenience, you need to put heavy efforts. Okay, but in some case of unsold goods, you have to put more for its promotion, you have to put aggressive efforts. Okay, now let's see three specific purpose of promotion. What are the purposes behind the promotion? Let's see. So it communicates the marketing information to the consumer, user and resellers. Okay, it communicates the marketing information to the consumer, user and reseller. Okay, second point, let's see, it persuades and convinces the buyer and influencer his her behavior to take the desired action. Okay, what is done here? It's talking about the persuasion, convincing, like as you used to do in your childhood. Why? If you want to buy a certain things, first you persuade your mother, because we don't have much daring to directly ask your papa. Then if she doesn't agree, you persuade her, this is beneficial, this will be helpful, rather than you don't value the product later on, but when you feel to buy it, you persuade. Okay, same thing is happen. The company is convincing the local buyer to buy their products. Okay, then influences his or behavior to take the desired action, so that he can take the desired action. Then promotional efforts. Basically the persuasion is done in another field too. You know very well in which field I am talking about. It's done in basically love and affairs. Okay, when your friend gets upset, you use the persuasion tool. Then let's see third one. Just jokes apart, don't take such things lightly. So promotional efforts act as a powerful tools of competition. Okay, it acts as a promotional powerful efforts of the competition, providing the cutting edge of its entire marketing program. Okay, so it's a very important part of any marketing program. By proper promotion, you can beat the competitors. Now, what are the 5 components of promotional mix? Let's see. The 5 components of the promotional mix are what? Advertising, then public relation, then direct marketing, then personal selling and sales promotion. These are the 5 basic elements involved in the sorry, in the promotion mix. Okay, now let's try to understand what's integrated marketing communication. As the integrated word basically means what? It's a combination of all the things. Okay, integrated marketing communication is a concept under which the company carefully integrates and coordinates. Here it's what about. Here what is being done? Here proper integration is done. Coordination is done about among which different communication channel to deliver a clear and consistent message. Okay, if the message a company fails to deliver its message correctly, so whether it will be a right promotion or wrong, obviously it's wrong promotion. Messaging is a very important element of promotion. Okay, it aims to ensure the consistency of the message and complementary use of media by using different media like print media, television media, radio as a media, or poster banners. These are some of the mediums through which the company consistently provides message about their product or brand. IMC is an integration of the marketing of all marketing tool approaches and sources within the company, which maximizes the impact on the consumer mind. Okay, as different marketing tools approaches are used together, so it maximizes the impact on the consumer mind, and it is a helpful although IMC involves high cost, but still it has an ability to generate the profit at minimum cost. Okay, here if you use a single tool it will be costly, but if you are using multiple marketing tools it will you can attain maximum profit at lower cost, because when things are combinedly used the cost starts falling. Then it uses several innovative ways to ensure that the customer gets the right message at the right place and at the right time. Okay, the message should be right, which should be delivered at the right time and at the right place. Now let's understand the first tool. What's advertising? Advertising is what? Advertising is defined as a paid form of non-personal presentation and promotion of ideas, goods, services, and identified sponsor. Okay, advertising is what? First of all, you have to remember it's a paid form. It's a paid form and it's a personal presentation or promotion of ideas. Here, what can be promoted through advertising? One is the ideas, goods, which involves the products and services. Okay, there is a sponsor also involved in the advertising. Okay, it's a way of mass communication. Advertising is what? It's not related to an individual. It's about it is done at a mass level. Okay, using the mass media sources. And then it's more popular and widely practiced tool of market promotion. Okay, it's a it's a popular and widely practiced tool of promotion. In all 5 elements which I have shown you in your previous slide, the advertising is mostly used by most of the companies. Where major part of promotional budget is consumed for advertising. A company which prepares a promotional budget has keeps a provision of higher expenses on their advertising alone. Okay, various advertising media now it is done by which different medias are used, like television, radio, newspaper, magazines, outdoor banners, hoardings. These are the various media. Then digital advertising is also done. Now let's try to understand what are the characteristics of advertising. First of all, advertising is what? It's a non-personal and mass communication. It's not a not an individualized communication or a group communication. It's a mass communication. Okay, personal contact is not possible here. The seller will not advertise his product or services by coming closer to you. So he will be advertise its product at mass level. It's a paid form of communication. It's not free of cost. You have to pay to the advertising agencies for developing the advertisement. It's a one-way communication. In a case of advertisement, if you don't like the advertisement of LIC, you can't scold him by sitting at your home. Okay, then identifiable entity, sponsor, company or person gives advertising. Okay, it can be a company or it can be a person who sponsors the goods. Then it's a costly option to communicate the sales. Okay, it's a costly, obviously it's paid and non-personal, so heavy cost is involved. Then it can be reproduced frequently as per needs. As per the requirement, a company can schedule their advertisements and repeat it frequently as it is. Then per contact cost is lowest. Okay, here per contact cost is the lowest. And various audio-visual, print and outdoor media can be used for the advertising purpose. Okay, for advertising purpose, just a second, it's working. Yeah, it's working. Advertising for advertising purpose is used, and it's widely It's widely used and highly popular tool of marketing promotion. In marketing promotion, what is heavily used? It's the promotion, it's the advertising. Okay, now let's try to understand. There are 7 common types of ad. One is paid search advertising, then social media advertising, which we all see like on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. So these are social media advertising. Native advertising is also important. Display advertising is which you generally see on the auto rickshaw, on the railway station. So these are the what display advertising. This can be the example of or display as another example you can take when you visit a clothes shop. Okay, and model is there which is on which the new dresses are put. So this involves the display advertising. Then print advertising, which you generally see in your newspaper, magazines, journals. So this is about print advertising. Then broadcast advertising. Broadcast advertising means what? Which are used by satellites here. So which is similar to all categories of person, like shown on the television. Okay, which is shown on the television, published in newspaper. Then in outdoor advertising involves with some digital neon based advertising, hoardings, banners. These are the type of what? Outdoor advertising. Now let's understand the paid search advertising. Paid search advertising is a type of online advertising. Okay, it's a online advertising, sometimes referred to as a pay per click, PPC. This is not the production possibility curve. This is pay per click. Okay, pay per click advertising. Okay, companies that use PPC advertising only pay fee. Okay, no, they have to pay a fee when the users click on the ad. Okay, when the user want to see the their ad, then only they have to pay. Okay, they bid on the specific keywords usually related to their business. Okay, here bidding is done related to the respective keywords which are related to their business, along with their placement of their ad on the search engine. Okay, for example is being discussed there. A company sells folding bicycles, includes the keyword. They will use foldable bikes as a keyword. Okay, it's bid when the user search the phrase the company's product appear ad within the search results, typically at the top of the page. Okay, like in UGC, as the UGC net result is not, generally people write what, in December 2022 result, so it starts showing about the UGC net. Same things happen in the paid search advertising. Now but that is the part of the search engine SEO, search engine optimization. But here a company needs to pay whenever the customer clicks on their advertisement. Then native advertising. Native advertising is a type of digital advertising. Okay, it's a type of digital advertising in which the ads look similar to the rest of the page content. Okay, the content which is the advertising which is shown digitally, it's quite similar to rest of the page content. Okay, pay per click advertisement can serve as a form of native advertising. Here once we can take the pay per click as a form of native advertising, because this advertising product offer blends with the other results. Okay, it's a type of blended advertising. Okay, business enjoys using this format because it does not interrupt the user experience, unlike display advertising. Okay, like display advertising means what? You are watching the video and your attention goes when an advertisement comes. When an advertisement is displayed on the YouTube, so here whatever you are enjoying got interrupted. So here in case of native advertising, this thing does not happen. Now let's understand the steps involved in the advertising process. It generally asks in sequence based question. First you have to study about the target customer. A thorough study regarding the target customer is required. Then study of marketing environment. You study about the marketing environment. Then you define the objectives. Objectives will be defined. After defining the objectives, advertising budget will be determined. After determining the budget, so you will select what type of appeal you want to make. Okay, then you select advertising appeal will be selected, selective advertising message will be selected. Then you will select the media combination and media vehicle through by which media you want to share the message with the customer to persuade them. This will be selected in this stage. Then determining the media scheduling, at what time you want that your customer should see the advertisement. So according to you will do the media scheduling. And designing advertisement copy, here a copy will be designed and execution of advertisement. Then it will be given to an advertising agency and they will produce the final advertisement, and after it execution will be done. And after execution, the last step, which is very common, that you will evaluate the advertising effectiveness, whether the advertising is effective or not, you will check here in the last stage. I hope this step is clear. Now it comes 5 M's of advertising. The 5 M's of advertising involves the mission, money, message, media and measurement. Okay, first of all you have to remember these 5 M's, and there it can be asked in the form of match the column. This is also important to remember the portion given in the right side. So first of all, let's try to understand the mission. Mission means what are the objectives and what are the key objectives, what are the basic objectives and what are the key objectives are part of this mission. Then money involves is basically, obviously it's related to what how much it worth. Okay, what's the worth and how much can be spent. Okay, this it is related to what spending and worth. Okay, then message is with what message the company wants to send for its customer. It will be come under the message. And is the message clear? The message should be clear as we discussed in its characteristics. So message should be clear and easily understood. Okay, and then media is what? Media vehicle. Here media vehicles are available or not, it's seen. What type of media vehicles are available will be seen, and what should be used among those media vehicles, what should be used will be seen in the media. And last is measurement is what? How should the how the effectiveness of the advertisement can be measured. This comes under the measurement. And how should it result after the evaluated, and evaluation of the effectiveness. These are the two parts. These two things will be come under the measurement. Now we have models of advertising. Okay, models of advertising. Now generally there are in any type of advertising model, there are 3 things. One is cognitive, one is affective, this one is behavioral. Okay, these are the 3 things. Generally you can relate it with teaching aptitude. Okay, in teaching theories, Bloom's taxonomy. One is affective domain, psychomotor domain, and cognitive domain. These are the some domains. So you can it will be easy for you to remember it. Cognitive is what? It is related to mind. Then affective is what? It's related to feelings and emotions of the customer. And behavioral is what? How it acts after watching your ad, or after getting message. After getting the message, is he ready to buy your product or not? Is he purchases or not? This will be covered under the actions, which is belong to the behavioral part. Okay, now let's try to understand. Here we have 5 different model. First is ADA model. ADA model is very simple, but you have to remember which element comes under which stage. Okay, in the cognitive stage we will find the attention. Okay, attention. Then affective. In the affective stage, the interest and desire will be there in the affective stage. And in the behavioral stage, what will include? Behavioral stage, it will include the action. Okay, then next comes is hierarchy of effect model. Hierarchy of effect model is what? It's a here you have to remember the hierarchy of ACL. Once let me tell you a mnemonic for this. One son was going to buy a laptop or buy a PC. So his father say, his father say, अक्ल लगा के पीसी खरीदना. So it is what, first of all, in the cognitive stage you can see the awareness and knowledge. Okay, then in the affective stage there are liking and preferences. Okay, then and conviction will be also be will be the part of this affective stage. And this and the final behavioral stage is what, it's only the purchase. Okay, अक्ल लगा के पीसी परचेज करना. So this is what AKL, the attention, awareness, knowledge and liking, and then we have preference, cognition, conviction and purchase. I hope this is quite easier for you to remember. Then comes innovation adoption model. Innovation adoption model, it talked about the diffusion of innovation, how the innovation is spread. So here also the model is what, AITA. Okay, generally people see what AITA they are getting. So AITA is there, means awareness is part of cognitive stage, then interest and evaluation will be part of what, will be part of the effective stage, and trial and adoption will belong to action, which is part of the behavioral stage. Okay, innovation adoption model. Then we have information processing model. Information processing model also it has mnemonic, that is what, PACYARP. Okay, PACYARP, you remember the first three elements: presentation, attention and comprehension. This will be the part of the cognitive stage. After, the yielding and retention will be the part of affective stage, which relates with the feeling, and the behavioral will be the part of behavioral stage. Okay, then we have operational model. Operational model of advertising, for only three things will be there, which is very simplest. First of all, there will be non-evaluative thinking. You are not evaluating what your information. Okay, there will be in cognitive stage there is no evaluation of thinking. Okay, non-evaluative thinking will be done. Then at affective stage you will try to relate it with your feelings. Here evaluative thinking will be there. And in the last stage, behavioral stage, there will be what, actions. I hope this topic is clear. Next comes, we have Dagmar model. Dagmar model, full form is very important: defining advertising goals to measure advertising results. Okay, this model was given by Russell Cooley. Here you have to remember just ICA. Okay, first one is awareness, then comprehension, then conviction, and then action. So that's all for today's session. I hope you have enjoyed it. We will meet in next session. Till now, keep studying, keep learning. Bye.